For 3 centuries, the violins of Antonio Stradivari have remained the benchmark of the luthier's craft. Even with the aid of modern science and centuries of reverse engineering, we have yet to produce an instrument that replicates their specific acoustic brilliance. We often assume this quality is the result of human genius alone, the singular talent of a master craftsman working in a small Italian workshop. But the hand of the maker is only half of the story. This sound is the result of a specific environmental collision, a decades-long shift in global climate that permanently altered the biology of the trees used to build them. In the mid-17th century, the sun entered a period of significantly reduced activity, known as the Maunder Minimum. This triggered a period across Europe known as the Little Ice Age. Winters grew long and brutal, and summers were brief and consistently cool. The impact was most visible in the high-altitude forests of the Italian Alps, the primary source for Stradivari's timber. This relentless, decades-long freeze turned the mountains into an accidental laboratory, forcing the trees to produce a wood that could never grow under normal conditions. Stradivari primarily used the Norway spruce, or Picea abies, for the top plates of his instruments. Faced with such short growing seasons, these trees responded by growing at an incredibly slow and steady rate. This slow growth produced a timber with remarkably narrow rings, lacking the porous, early wood found in faster-growing trees. The result was a specific mechanical profile, a high stiffness-to-mass ratio, allowing the wood to be incredibly rigid without adding unnecessary weight. This botanical response created a raw material that simply cannot be found in a modern forest, regardless of the luthier's skill. Stradivari added to this natural fluke by acting as an accidental chemist. He treated his wood with a mineral cocktail of borax, zinc, and copper to prevent infestations and rot. Over time, these minerals eventually calcified the wood's cellular structure, locking the fibers into a more rigid, crystalline state. He then shaped this stiffened material to align the instrument's resonance frequencies, amplifying the specific overtones most pleasing to the human ear. When these plates are vibrated, they form what are known as Chladni patterns, complex geometric shapes that reveal how the wood is moving. In a Stradivarius, these patterns are perfectly symmetrical, allowing the violin's top plate to vibrate with unprecedented efficiency. The legendary projection of the instrument is the direct output of this chain: the climate-stress timber, the mineral calcification, and geometric alignment. Eventually, the Little Ice Age ended and global temperatures warmed. The alpine trees returned to faster growth patterns, losing that unique density and stiffness. The specific environmental conditions that forge that timber are gone, meaning the raw materials for a new Stradivarius no longer exist on Earth. These instruments are as much a product of their environment as their art. When we hear one played, we are listening to the literal resonance of a colder, slower planet. Every note played is an acoustic link to the past, allowing us to hear the specific resonance of a time we can never revisit.